Imagine sitting in your living room, the glow of your old CRT television humming in the dark. You're waiting for the greatest show on earth, the World Cup. But instead of glory, you're about to witness the most calculated, cold-blooded betrayal in football history. This wasn't a game. It was a simulation of silence. A match so rigged, it forced the world to change the rules forever. It's 1982. Algeria, the underdog, arrives in Gijón, Spain, and shocks the world by dismantling West Germany. It was poetic. It was pure. But while the world cheered, the giants in the group were busy doing math. They realized that a specific narrow scoreline could eliminate the outsiders entirely. The stage was set, the blueprint was drawn, and the disgrace was just one kickoff away. The whistle blows. 10 minutes in, West Germany scores. Then, silence. It wasn't a tactical retreat, it was a conspiracy. The players didn't just stop attacking, they stopped playing. Under the flickering stadium lights, a silent pact was formed. The ball rolled, but the ambition died. The mechanism of the sport, usually a clockwork of passion, had been violently jammed. For the next 80 minutes, the pitch became a prison of backward passes. No forward runs, no danger, just a meaningless, circular loop of stagnation. The German goalkeeper leaned against the post, bored. Players sat on the grass, checking their watches, mocking the integrity of the tournament. They weren't playing for a win, they were playing for an exit. Yours. Fans at home weren't just confused, they were furious. People were throwing their remotes, screaming at the glass, desperate for a spark of life that never came. "Turn off your sets," the papers screamed the next day. It was a mutual disgrace. Even the stadium, the very concrete that housed this farce, seemed to be weeping. They burned the flags, they boycotted the field, but the damage was done. The Disgrace of Gijón changed football forever. FIFA couldn't let this happen again. They introduced the mandatory concurrency protocol, forcing final group matches to be played at the exact same time. Never again could two teams look at a scoreboard and decide the fate of a third. The game regained its rhythm, but the scar remains on the blueprint of history. But here is the haunting truth. This wasn't just a fluke. Looking at the history of the game, chaos is a recurring cycle, a shadow that never truly leaves the field. Was this the dirtiest match in history, or was it the moment the game finally grew up? Look closely at the screen. Can you still see the smirk? The mechanism is running, but the shadows are watching. If you think this was the ultimate betrayal, comment your fury below. Smash that like button, subscribe to Tactical Blueprint FC, and don't let the algorithm keep you in the dark. The clock is ticking, the gears are grinding, and the truth is always a frequency away.